Feature Friday.
The freshest.
So, Kakai Bautista, a comedian, right? Just a comedian.
Just.
But then we saw her do a singing battle against
Correct.
Jonalyn. Ladies and gentlemen, the Jonah.
Correct. Yes.
And it turns out that Kakai's background is actually, I thought, I did a bit of research so I could show you. She actually is a musical theatre.
No way!
She comes from that background. She has that pedigree.
Fabulous.
So this is her singing seriously, which is the first time we're ever going to see her proper not taking the piss.
Well, no, we did watch her in the Wish Bus.
Yeah, yeah.
And that was pretty serious.
Yeah.
But it's going to be really cool to see musical theatre esque technique
And she's
being
going to do
applied.
a Wlsk longer medley, mate.
What? What is that color? Girl, what?
Dude.
Girl, the accuracy though. Damn.
Yeah, she is theatre, bro.
That's clean. Clean. People, stand up. Right now, stand up. Wow.
Comedian.
Comedian who?
Bro, what are we talking? Not that being a comedian is bad, but it's just, I thought she could hold a tune.
Here's the thing.
I thought she could. Well, actually, we saw her in the Wish Bus. And I thought, oh, what a great singer. But then there's like good singing,
Yes.
which is what I think she showed in the Wish Bus
Yes.
performance. Great singing, good level singing. With some like unconspicuous, like where the fuck did that come? And then we found out she's a bit of theatre. I did not know she was actually this serious about theatre. And then we saw her do the ages thing. Anyone who dares to sing ages, even as a joke, you're a mad bastard.
Correct.
So then she does that, but her first job is being a comedian. A lot of the singing is comedic relief.
Well, you see, but here's what's difficult. The understanding of an emotional piece like this is so exhausting mentally and physically. It's like, oh my god,
tell it drains into you because you're living it. Like,
yeah, it takes a toll on the person. Like, it really does. You're living a little piece of yourself in these songs every time you perform them, right? And she is so connected. She is so grounded. And the beautiful thing about her interpretation is that there's a youth element to it that is
what color?
fresh.
I've never seen her in
Correct.
this texture and color.
It's so light. It's so clean. The beauty of her technique here. It's really textbook. It really is the anchoring and the exertion of the great amount of energy. She's very physical with her face. She anchors a lot with her face. There's a lot of jaw modulation. But I also feel like she's a very expressive person naturally. So that's just like an added element to her interpretation.
Wonder what her acting is like.
Oh, bro, but this is beautiful. Ooh, do you see what I'm talking about? This is an emotional freaking roller coaster.
You can see some of the abdominal wall working.
See that anchoring? She's so anchored.
She's on the brink as well of tears, bro.
That is so good.
How do you sell this show? Because it's like, I think maybe we're just confused here, but maybe people in the Philippines are really well versed in the fact that it's like you might get you have comedy Kakai, and then you have singing Kakai.
I think you.
Because how the fuck do you go from one end to the other and
have
then
no
sell
idea.
tickets in both?
I have
That
no
place looked full, bro.
Yes, it does, and she has a whole band in there. It's freaking fabulous.
Jeez
It's beautiful.
Louise.
Can I just say though, this interpretation is so vulnerable.
Yeah.
It's so, and I love. Okay, between the first number and the second number, you're hearing a complete change of a vocal texture as well as approach to the songs, because even though they're both very emotional and it's about scorned women at the end of the day, heartbroken women. This particular take is very subtle. It's very raw. It's very tender, and it is swapping from a very visceral, belty kind of performance to something that it's very delicate, and you're in the brink of tears. To the palpable heartbreak.
Class.
Woo!
Very well done.
She's got it all. This is a marathon, emotionally speaking, though. Ah.
Yeah, dude, she's no joke.
Come on, she is fantastic.
It's also standing in the shoulder of giants as well, because it's like Leia did that.
Yep, Leia did that.
Wow. That's her version, bro. Like,
Woo! Okay, talk about medleys. That is a segue, baby.
she's so polished. Like, what the fuck?
Ugh, she's very good. This makes me miss my musical theater. You see, wait. You see, this is the contemporary era of Leia, which it was like, you know, the whole Disney pop approach to things, and then she did a bunch of other contemporary musicals in style of singing, which suited her voice so well. But personally, just me, Waleska here in my couch, in my little chair, I adore the vulnerability that Kakai has brought to the songs that are so iconic.
Especially in this era of Leia.
And the thing is, like, I love contemporary musicals. Yes, they're great. But give me a heartbreak. Give me a freaking I will die without you song. And let Kakai sing it, because what vulnerability!
Well,
that
I'm
is
surprised
so beautiful.
they have not cast it. I guess again, I think it's because to do of like the whole image thing. Like, what? Because
I
why
don't
she?
know.
Why could she not get casted for like a singing voice of another princess? I guess
It's
she's not
so
involved
fresh.
in the musical theater worldwide. Like maybe in the Philippines, she's like fairly looked after. But
yeah, I don't know.
I think it comes like, you know, if Les Longo was like a comedian, it should be completely different.
It would be
Especially
right.
with the West End and the way
they
like
would box them. They would box them. It would be like, oh, you get the comedic relief kind of
Broadway
characters,
and
or
West End. They're
yeah,
very
yeah, yeah.
iffy. Like they're very.
It's
Because
they're
it's
not
old school.
iffy.
They are iffy.
They are a little bit unflexible.
That's what I mean.
Not iffy. There's beauty to the madness. But in this particular thing, I feel like talented beings like Kakai, like, just, you know, exude talent.
Yeah, bro.
They need to be explored in so many different ways, and it's so beautiful to see it done so flawlessly. This is so satisfying to witness. Yeah, this is getting tiring though. This is hard.
It's a very difficult medley.
And so many different technique swaps between song and song. See, this is more chesty, more mixed. Closer to a belt. But you see her vulnerability is so good.
Yeah, she was at the brink at the start, bro. It's too much, like. It doesn't matter if that happens in the Philippines, the crowd will sing for you.
And she found it. Look at that. Gosh.
Oh, what a performance, dude.
What a performer indeed. Oh, goosebumps all over. Wow.
Yeah, just take it in, champ. Yeah.
Yes! Yes! Yeah. Ang galing, ang galing.
It's like a proper concert.
Yeah, it's like a
proper
full-on
music
concert. Yeah, yeah, yeah. This is fantastic.
I love it. I'm a big Kakai Bautista
My
fan.
God.
I would love to see her live. Like, I would fucking
Throw
pay
the
any
house
money.
out the window. This is absolutely phenomenal. Again, now the vulnerability and the choices made throughout the whole medley
Felt
make
real.
so much sense.
All those
because-
lyrics were real, and also
Correct.
I think it's because of a musical background and a musical theater background. I think you play through this. What is it? You sing through the fucking song. What is it?
That's right. You act through song.
Act
yes.
through song. That's
the
what it
name
is.
of the technique. But yeah.
So you connect
Yes,
emotionally, personally, psychologically, physically
you're so connected.
towards
Yes.
the piece, and you mask the use of technique in interpretation of acting through the song. So like it would make sense for you to anchor in a moment where
Yes, yes. Oh my God, speak your truth.
yeah, well, I've seen it with you. I've seen your training and all that stuff, and it's so obvious when you see someone else who's in musical
It's so
theater.
exciting. But you see,
This video, because of the red dress, reminds me of that video of you in Silent Night that I showed like months ago. Because it's like that. Like that's what theater is. Like, they always wear these red dresses for some reason.
no, it's black. It's black.
Oh yeah, black dresses. Yeah. Or
Yeah,
these
no.
bizarre costumes as well.
Oh yeah, depends on the show.
Anyways.